You can practically see it from here.
What?
Home.
Dunkirk, the newest Christopher Nolan directed war film about a battle, or I guess a retreat during World War II on Dunkirk beach, where they were trying, mainly English soldiers were trying to get back to England for the impending attack, the German attack on England. So they were basically just cornered, and they didn't have enough ships to come get them off the beach. That is your basic story. This movie drops you right into the middle of the battle, and it never lets up. The whole thing is mainly three things. You get some dog fighting in the air, three pilots who are flying around trying to take out the planes before they keep blowing up all their ships that they keep sending. And then you have this father, played by Mark Rylance, who has his little fisherman boat, and he goes out to try and rescue people on the beach. And then your main storyline is you've got these two soldiers who are just trying to get the heck off the beach. But for the most chunk of this movie, it's just those two soldiers that I'm talking about. They're trying to get on a boat, then they get on a boat, then the boat gets shot, then the boat sinks, then they get off the boat, and then repeat. That's your main storyline. That happens like 3 times. The dogfighting stuff was pretty cool. I did like. I haven't seen that in a while in movies, and I just loved all the dogfighting stuff. The action in this is pretty good. What action there is, the sound effects, man, when the bullets and stuff are shooting by, they started off with a bang. It sounds super realistic. The score is good, and it's very gritty, very realistic. Now, this movie, I think, is a little bit overrated, just like most of Christopher Nolan movies are way overrated in my opinion. I have not loved a Christopher Nolan movie since The Dark Knight. Everything since then has just been very either mediocre or I haven't liked it at all. And this is another one of those where it's just very mediocre to me. I don't get what all the hype is. There's no real characters. There's nobody to follow or get interested in. There's hardly any dialogue. It's just, like I said, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's very realistic. It's not something that I was getting bored during it. And it's not something I'm ever going to want to watch again. You know, I watched it one time and I'm kind of like, okay, that's good enough for me. It had some good things. But for me, like last year's Hacksaw Ridge was, and I know that's about one person in the war, but I connected with the character. I liked the story more in that. And the action in that was just as good, if not better than it was in this. Dunkirk has great cinematography. You can tell everything's way zoomed out when stuff's going on. But you know, for me, Hacksaw Ridge was a million times better than this movie, and way more rewatchable than this movie. This was kind of boring, and there wasn't really any great performances or characters I really even cared about. They all kind of blend in together. Like I kept getting different characters confused with other characters. They all seemed like the same person to me. It was just very average. Throw in that it's super short and it's only PG-13. It's super short, yet it feels really long. Like I said, I kept checking my watch. And then the whole PG-13 thing, you know, at first I thought, I don't care. But then they're going for this super realistic, like, war feel. Like, it's not about the characters, it's about the war. Well, in war is bloody and gory. And it seemed like they kept cutting away from stuff so that, you know, they could get away with this PG-13 rating. And I just don't know why we did that. I mean, if you're going to make a realistic war movie, don't you think it needs to be rated R and have blood? Because, you know, there is blood in war. I don't want to shock anybody. For the most part, I thought it was okay. It's definitely worth the rent. If you like war movies, you're probably going to like this. If you like Christopher Nolan movies. You're gonna love this because, you know, I know there's everybody seems to love everything he does. For me, it was very average. I'm gonna give Dunkirk a 3 out of 5. If you like this video, click that like button. Comment below if you want to talk to me about anything. Click the Rainy Cage button to subscribe and keep up to date with all my videos. And I'll leave you with a few of my most recent videos and some of these sweet, sweet dance moves. This is Rainy Cage. Peace out.